Greetings. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, and for human welfare. I thought that bringing my case out would help me. I was tortured, and the medicines I tried in Karachi, also psychiatric medications, were not helpful for me. The side effects were extreme. I was being tortured more. As this energy they have put in me does a lot of, doesn't let me rest and tortures me a lot, hurts me a lot. So that's why I use social media. And there are many, many good things about using social media, like in the case of Shahzeb Khan's murder, um, and other cases where on social media pressure applied would help the person, the victim, or the case. And Human Rights Watch, human rights defenders, something in the oh, sorry. Actually, what happens is the government then takes proper action uh, to whichever the country it belongs to, human rights violations or murder cases and all this. Like in the case of Shahzeb Khan's murder case, Jatoy, this Shahrukh Jatoy, who ran away to Dubai, also had to come back due to the pressure of social media and human rights defenders using social media. So this also. And I apologize greatly. Like I feel, I've been feeling, how could these people hurt me coming here when I'm helping the Muslims? I'm doing it in good faith and good intentions. And recently also, again, old woman, mad, this, that. So these kind of people, then just this energy won't let me rest. And they told me I had a heart problem or something. They have to check it though. And then like due to the BP, what my blood pressure was showing or heart rate was showing. Anyways, I measured my heart rate and BP on the phone, and it's okay. It's normal. The medicine they already gave me for high blood pressure, two medicines I had to leave, but I did it very carefully. I wouldn't leave my house. I didn't even go for the garbage. So just resting and things like that, right? Being careful until it has a 24-hour effect. After that, then you can see. So I've been careful for a few days now, leaving the two high blood pressure medicines because I checked my blood pressure on the phone and it was low. So I had to leave those two. Couldn't even go to the doctor because I told the doctor and psychiatrist there I would never have come here if this. I tried to tell her that I can manage on my own. I've told Amal Hospital too, and this and that. The doctor there has spoken, but yeah, she wasn't listening. To my father, 2 years ago only, and she wasn't listening, and things like that. So anyhow, and now like I can't. So sorry, I start abusing. I apologize to those who are you don't want to listen, who want a clean world. And moreover, and with that, we want a world which is understanding, which cares for those who are not well, and which cares for each other, right? Human beings caring for each other and not coming so rudely and like these people coming. And they're now this D or whatever they have. I shouldn't even answer them. I should have learned by now not to answer these distractors or these are trawlers, I think. They come to distract me. They're mostly big Pakistanis or what because they know their problem would be out. Like here, in Islamic countries, we don't know how many, which countries, I don't know as yet. I haven't done my full research on this, so if you'll bear with me, thank you so much for bearing with me also. This much research and this much I know that in Pakistan, especially due to Islam, right, for the rape cases, we need 4 male adults eyewitnesses. So the problem lay in proving rape. The a rape a rape victim was required to bring four adult male eyewitnesses to the crime, barring which they would be liable under the law of cause slender and be imprisoned, where they would likely be repeatedly raped by the police. Now, this is not funny at all, right? But sorry, I have to crack up. I had to crack up, right? And oh, so, oh, humanity, also for that, please. I've I'm doing this and using social media so that maybe a community of us can come together and where you can help out, where you can afford to go and help out in the field on ground. Please do that. Uh, I haven't been able to make an organization. I mean, growing up in the Indian subcontinent, we are taught that British India was partitioned. So, okay, tribune.com.pk. But Hindus didn't want to be governed by Muslims, and Muslims by Hindus and the Sikhs. Well, they weren't given too much importance, but they were somewhere in the middle too, as is still the case in most areas of what now India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. What now is India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Women are treated as war booty or cattle to claim rights over at the time of war of independence. Reports vary, but it is said that approximately 100,000 women were raped during the time of partition. Sikhs and Hindus raped Muslim women, and Muslim men raped Hindu and Sikh women, all in a show of power, right? But mostly in Islam, like you can have sex, slaves, and you can take these women. They're not. It's not called rape, but you can take them married women, if and rape them. So this happens, and what has started now? Oh God, I should have come later. I should have known. So something else. I'm going to put my. Sorry, I'm going to put the mic on. Just a minute, muting myself and pausing this live stream. Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Here, I had to fix the mic. Mic, sorry. So, and some people coming here, or how many of you people saying that it happens everywhere. It is about this prostitution being everywhere. You can see on Arif Ajakia's video channel on this. In Pakistan, prostitution, how it is done, and in the UAE or other Arab countries, how it is done. The Czech, UK, right? Another thing is, oh, it's Muslims would say, Muslims saying, oh, this rape, it happens everywhere. But you see, in a religion, allowing rape through the back doors, like when you win in a war, and if you have war captives, you can marry their wives, but that's like, without their consent. So their morale is low, and you've said, oh, Safiya bint Huway changed her religion. She accepted Islam. Uh, Rehana, the Jewish lady, also accepted and became Prophet Muhammad's mistress, or then his wife, or what. So this is wrong, right? Because they're not really accepting it, and that, oh, it happens everywhere. Or everyone does it. You see, this is not right. So this, just a minute, please. I just. But here, the religion allowing through the back doors or rape, rape of women, sex slaves, and without their consent, wives, even, men can go into them as they wish or when they wish. There's an ayat on that. So it makes it worse, this religion, Islam. So right before partition took place, and so they're talking about a partition, rape of Rawalpindi, where Sikh and Hindu women killed their baby girls and then threw themselves into the. So they start with um, all this blaming, and it comes on mostly like Indians did it. But anyways, look, Indian Sikhs did it. So what? Like you would say. Already the Muslims come here and they use such tactics. So the problem lay in proving rape. Come to the point, you see, about Islam. And in Pakistan, it is known. This is a fact. That's why even Asma Jahangir, what was she fighting for? About the Hudud ordinance on rape, right? Otherwise, it would come on this rape. Witnesses, 4 male witnesses are not required and should not be required. The requirement should be what in Surah Yusuf ayat came, and maybe in other countries, I don't know which other Muslim countries, this is not a requirement for rape, to prove rape. So this also should be redundant now, gone case. Otherwise, it goes on, slender, and then the rape victim. How can she prove for have of produce 4 witnesses, 4 male witnesses for rape? So please, I'm just trying to briefly put this have and so anyone for human rights, for who cares for lives, not just the religion, but human rights, human beings. Please join me and help me, and or do it on your own on YouTube, social media. Use social media. So this is one of the devastating things about Islam, right? But let's say if some Islamic countries are not practicing this, the others are. And we need to put a stop to this. In Pakistan, also, where I was brought up and lived most of my life, you see what happens here. And then we go to Asma Jahan again. Back to Asma Jahan. So I'm really. Oh. So, how she really could make it in she was a lawyer also, Asma Jahangir. But you see that I couldn't push myself. What they did to me in Karachi, attacking me, and then I could, like the last time I came, asphyxiation happening from a distance. Women in Pakistan, and because I have no rest since year 2000, whenever it started, and I got before that I had chronic fatigue. I asked Yusuf Zaidi asked me, begged me to get help from him. And I haven't rested for the longest time since I was maybe separated from Mr. Sadis also, my teacher, Karachi Michael School teacher, sports teacher. I haven't rested properly. And then in 1989, the chronic fatigue started, or maybe end of 1988. So please see, so if I get angry and abuse, and don't blame me for the mitigating circumstance, but I still have to do this. and coming and repeating themselves, and sexual harassment now from Suhail Ali, and no one is taking action until I get angry. Then they take action against me here. Want to kill me? What? Right? Then the psychiatrist, oh, she gets violent, or she abuses, or then my brother can say. But you see, some of us, we forget our own why we ended up where we ended up, and so people, when you are this time, oh, something. Anyways, how we? My goodness, I'm sorry, I can't take it, but I have to do this. Saying I can't take it, I can't take it. So I did intermediate. I did BA in Karachi. I can't. Telling my principal, I can't. I really didn't have the energy, uh, and I wanted to get well. So I went pillar to post, trying to get well, and sometimes with my prayers, prayer book, Shia prayer book, Duayas the Shir and all that. Now, if this doesn't stop, right? Okay, I'm not. Where's Asma Jahangir? Four adult Muslim male witnesses of good repute. Also, are they going to be there? Like, please see this. Not even two of them would you find, not even one witness. So, who is there who can talk on this properly for Pakistan? Who? Dawn News has this. Let's see. June 3rd, 2026. Or when was June 2nd, 2013? Okay, this article, CII Chief's observation on DNA test draws flack. Ugh. Islamabad, June 1st. In the midst of political clamor, Council of Islamic Ideology (CII) still managed to hog the limelight and much criticism by recommending that DNA testing in rape cases cannot go beyond the words of Allah. The reaction of civil society was sharp and immediate. After the CII pronouncement that DNA testing should not provide primary evidence in a rape case, as there are clear-cut procedures prescribed in the Quran for evidence in such cases. Apart from the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan's statement, former Supreme Court Bar Association President Asma Jahangir, oh, she reached the Supreme Court. Former Asma Jahangir reached the Bar Association president, became the president, has termed it a strange statement that has simply exposed the members of this constitutional body, adding that the logic was beyond comprehension. She said that they are denying reaching the truth in cases of rape, and secondly, they have given such urgency and prominence to their recommendation as though the acceptance of DNA testing would be a great threat to Islam. It will harm the fair name of Islam, and interpret, interpreting religion is a serious matter and should not be left to people who are making a mockery of their positions, she said. CII's uneasy relationship with science. CII's chairman, Maulana Muhammad Khan Shirani, however, claims that this is not his own version or interpretation of the law. Whenever there's a number or the formula is prescribed clearly that law has to be that law has to be followed, like it is clearly stated that 4 witnesses are needed to prove rape or adultery. Now, rape don't go with adultery, doesn't go with adultery, and God has not mentioned this in the Quran that rape goes with adultery. God has been silent about rape in the Quran. I wonder why. And I wonder why they're equating rape with adultery. When there's a ayat in Surah Yusuf when he was assaulted by the queen, they called in a wise man to find out whether he was assaulting her or whether she was assaulting him. So that is there. Was that abrogated? He said, I don't know about the hadiths, yeah, and I shouldn't bring the hadiths. Should you even bring the hadiths? When it goes against the Quran ayats, like in Yusuf's case, Surah Yusuf, he said DNA could be used only when 4 witnesses testified to the crime. Oh my goodness. Even one witness may not be there because this doesn't happen in front of people. Rape. But the accused denied charges. In other words, DNA could be used. Excuse me. So, in that hadith, we saw Prophet Muhammad saying, yes, you, woman, you go, you are forgiven. The accused said, yes, he didn't deny the charges. Now, what if the accused denies the charges? In other words, and there were no 4 witnesses, right, testifying. I don't know how to do this. In other words, DNA could be used only to supplement primary evidence of 4 witnesses. 4 witnesses are the primary requirement, and without them, even the DNA report is not acceptable, said Maulana Muhammad Khan Chirani, adding, the words of Allah Almighty are perfect, while science is always improving. And oh my goodness, and in the process rejecting its previous theory, hence one cannot rely on science altogether. However, by saying this, the Maulana did not explain why DNA would even be needed if 4 witnesses were present and willing to testify to such a serious crime. The law and forensic evidence. However, his views have not gone down well with legal experts, thank God. Islamabad-based legal practitioner Barrister Afzal Hussain said, the only problem is that the religious segments are not aware of developing technologies, so they take everything as anti-religion. Very well said. He pointed out that currently scientific methods were used to establish criminal acts, including rape. For instance, he said in all the rape cases, the accused needs to get a medical legal certificate, which is basically a medical examination to determine if rape has taken place. This test is based on medical knowledge of the human body. Similarly, various forensic methods are used to collect evidence to help solve various criminal cases, such as murder and rape. From fingerprints to blood tests to autopsies and the use of DNA. All these are scientific methods that are used to collect evidence and are acceptable under law, Pakistani and international. So, what is wrong with the DNA test? Barrister Hussain asked. He also countered the point of view of senior CII ulama by saying that the requirement of 4 witnesses was not needed for rape case. Oh God, sorry, excuse me. Barrister Hussain said in the cases of adultery and consensual sexual relationship, the accuser had to provide 4 witnesses to prove his point. In fact, it is necessary to point out that the recommendations of the CII are not binding on the government or any legal authority. Thank God. He also countered not needed for rape cases, but said in case of adultery and sexual, yeah, accuser had to provide for this. Yes, the Quran mentions, right? In fact, it is necessary to point out that the recommendations of the CII are not binding on the government or any legal authority. Yeah, because you see, about rape, God doesn't mention how many, if witnesses are required or not. It's about zina, and zina is consensual sexual relationship, right? Adultery and fornication, consensual, not rape. The observations of the CII can be used as supporting or what we call persuasive evidence in a case, said eminent criminal lawyer Aslam Khaki. He said, under the legal system, the federal Sharia court, apart from other courts, has also awarded punishment based on circumstantial evidence, such as a medical legal examination and DNA test reports. Why did CII pronounce on rape? The issue of rape and the use of DNA are taken up by the CII based on a reference forwarded by an ordinary citizen. Though this provides some assurance that the CII does not take up issues arbitrarily and only reacts to requests that are sent to it, this still means that the Council will continue to offer opinions on various subjects, adding to the confusions of an already confused society. On such a serious, grave matter, for example, another reference has been sent to the CII seeking advice if medical examination can replace iddat, a mandatory period to confirm that the divorcee or the widow is not expecting. You see, in this case too, there is a prescribed time frame, so science cannot breach this law, said another ulama at the CII, who did not want to be named, as he did not want to discuss the matter before it is taken by the council. One can only wonder at the next opinion offered and the reaction it will elicit. So these are some of this really some. What kind of Pakistanis are they bringing Islam in? Islam. So for this, really, if they leave Islam, find other ways, and it's always improving. It doesn't mean that science is wrong all the time. Another thing is God has not given on rape. Zina, it's zina. Adultery or fornication. 4 witnesses, 4 adult male witnesses are required, not rape. So how do you equate it, Muslims, with rape? I don't understand. You see Surah Yusuf ayat? Now you got abrogates and sajda allowed here, but not for the Sunnis, and for the Shias it's different over here. Meaning of sajda differs here. So Surah Yusuf ayat, she went for Yusuf, attacking him. Oh, where is it? They can't. They don't know what I'm talking about. Google search doesn't know. He ran after Yusuf. Ran after Yusuf. If I can find the ayat like this. Oh, she did. Not the. No, they can't find it. Yeah, I'm so tired, but I had to come earlier. She ran after him to detain him. She tugged at his garment to detain him. Surah Yusuf at 21 to 29. Excuse me, sorry. Joseph said it was she who sought to seduce me, and a witness from her family testified. Okay, there was one witness from her family that testified, but was this enough even? Here. So they both raced each other to the door and she tore his. Wait a minute. I'll read it from. I'll start. Sorry. With passion did she desire him, and he would have desired her, but that he saw the evidence of his Lord. Thus did we order that we might turn away from him all evil and shameful deeds, for he was one of our servants, sincere and purified. Then 25th ayat, and they both raced to the door, and she tore his shirt from the back. And they found her husband at the door. She said, what is the recompense of one who intended evil for your wife, but that he be imprisoned or a painful punishment? Joseph said it was she who sought to seduce me, and a witness from her family testified. If his shirt, okay, now is this a witness? So this comes, he wasn't even present there, right? So a wise man was called or something. He didn't witness this seduction, right? So the husband came, the king came, he was at the door, saw it. She didn't even close the door of this bedroom, I don't know. And a witness from her family testified, if his shirt is torn from the front. You see, he wasn't even present there, but they called him, I think. And this is what he's saying. If his shirt is torn from the front, then she has told the truth, and he is of the liars. So this is how God has allowed like this kind of evidence. But if his shirt is torn from the back, then she has lied, and he is of the truthful. So when he saw his shirt torn from the back, he said, indeed, it is of your, i.e., women's plan. Indeed, your plan. So this. So a wise man, Joseph, ignored this. And my wife asked forgiveness for your sin. Indeed, you were of the sinful, says the king, her husband. So this now, shouldn't it be that this kind of evidence should be sought in rape cases, not the zina one? You see, the problems in Islam are many. Although, please don't tell me rape happens in Buddhism, like this last time, this one coming and saying, oh God, and in other religions, Christianity, Judaism. Please, this here, the problem is four witnesses, right? Of course, we'd like to finish rape. Rape should not be there. We should catch all these people, right? Once we find out any signs of rape, potential rapists, like sexual harassers, or, want power over other women. So they openly also come here to do this. And Dubai police not coming here. You see, what is a crime? doing this. In Islam, it is a crime to criticize your religion. It is a crime to even question. Like here, Asma Jahangir has said, and thanks to Yasmin Hassan, oh my God, amazing Pakistanis, it just, we have amazing people, and then we have these terrible, terrible against them. Opposite, the opposite is so terrible. I am immensely fortunate, she says, Yasmin Hassan. So you see, everything is a risk in Pakistan. Why is that? If you defend women, it's a risk. And they bring religion in all the time, you see? This is the thing, another thing. Like it's added to human conflict. This religion has added so many problems. So here I'm not talking about stopping. Of course, at the same time, rape should be stopped. Rapists should be stopped. We should do everything in our power, right? Wherever we see signs of harassment, a man harassing a woman or a man harassing a man, even in homosexuality. So all that can happen, and rape can happen. Boy, bachabazi and all this, no, children don't know what they're doing or what the adults. So all this, you see, it's what the problem is it? The bachabazi could be coming from that, uh, boys, young boys with beautiful eyes, or well, God knows what, they're so young. Quran ayat, passing these drinks in heaven, serving you in heaven. Young, beautiful boys. So, yes, some of the Muslims wait for heaven and want to earn heaven, but others can't wait. And thus the Bachabazi, I think, in Pakistan also takes. And Afghanistan, everything is at risk in Pakistan, is a risk. You defend women, it's a risk. If you defend non Muslims, it's a risk. If you discuss religion, discussing, not even questioning, see, it's a risk. So sad. Very, very tragic. Human rights violation. So unfortunately, she was not Baba Zayed. She had to work hard. And if the leaders are good of the country, like Baba Zayed, we're told, he was a moderate Muslim, right? And uh, oh goodness, but for human rights and around the world, like here, a just world for all women and girls, a just world for everyone. Baba Zayed, I read, right? So I've read out many a times. And I see here, uh, humanitarian, Baba Zayed. Again, even then, it's not easy, right? In the UAE, for the women, Zayed Foundation launches its new as a leading humanitarian charity. Okay, this is charity, developing countries, improving the quality of people's lives. This, but what about humanitarian, and human rights, right? Equality for women, freedom, commemorating the legacy of a true humanitarian, continuing a legacy of giving. We believe that the best way to use the wealth that God has blessed us with is to share it with our friends and brothers. The late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. The late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. But you see, in Pakistan, we don't have these leaders. And where in the UAE, we do. Now, how well this legacy is, how true, how sincerely here it's, to be seen by me. The late Sheikh Zayed, yeah, Baba Zayed is regarded as the founding father of the United Arab Emirates and the first president. He was widely recognized for his wisdom and exceptional leadership. Thanks to his visionary and ambitious approach, the UAE has evolved into a global model of development, progress, and prosperity. Sheikh Zayed is considered one of the most influential figures in the history of global humanitarian efforts. Now, I thought humanitarian efforts also meant human rights, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, leaving behind an indelible humanitarian legacy that is forever engraved in the collective memory of both the UAE and the world. So I wasn't here before to know this. I was brought up in Pakistan, and I also lived in London, but less than in much, much less. And I've missed experiencing this, living here and really experiencing how Baba Zayed's legacy has been established in the UAE with human rights, with how well rights for women, empowerment of females, respect, and all this also, which coincides with the also commemorates Zayed Humanitarian Day, on the 19th of Ramadan, which coincides with the anniversary of Sheikh Zayed's passing. This day serves as an occasion to reflect upon his profound legacy, which is rich in the principles of generosity and giving in the field of humanitarian work. So, since he was a very rich man, God gave him oil, his country oil, his city oil, Abu Dhabi oil. So this was his way of, sharing generously, helping in this way humanity, right? Whereas if you have something to add, contribute to humanitarian lives, humanitarian humanity, then do so, please. We all have our duty, our responsibility as human beings. Age is no barrier. Another thing. So you can grow beautifully your age in a beautiful way, graceful way. And you can be more beautiful than this person who comes here and calls, has no respect. Strengthening his humanitarian mission. Oh, oh, so, I can sign up, kindly complete the form to gain access to the brand assets. Okay, another thing is what I read out, which written on in Wikipedia about him. Human beings are born free. No one owns anyone. Women's rights, education. You can even drive here. It's not like Saudi Arabia. If you want, you can wear you can, you don't have to, you can, with the chalet that the Arab ladies wear on their heads, like you don't have to cover your hair or anything. Excuse my stomach is. So what about the, let's see, human rights, freedom, go to a government site, fully comprehend the UAE's human rights agenda. It is essential to understand the principles of compassion, inclusivity, and drive for progress that underpin the formation of the nation as defined by its founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the first president of the UAE. Founding fathers, you see. And what has, you know what Sheikh Her Highness Fatima has done? And she's the mother of the Sheikhs and Emirates. Her Highness Sheikha Fatima, so mentioning her too. So if we had this in Pakistan, what did we get in Pakistan? My God. This is my father's country, right? And they helped me financially. I'm very much grateful to them on this. So I wanted to help them, taking a risk, which led to the progress of, yeah. Let me just skip here. The UAE, but I can't skip this. The UAE's leadership continued to uphold this belief and converged around the goals of development, prosperity, and protection of human dignity as critical pillars for growth. I understand that UAE has done everything to uphold human dignity, right? So that's why we can't criticize or spread rumors, even if they're true, against someone. But, you know, like we'd get fined and heavily or go to prison, depends on your, what the rumors and all this. Even if they're true, human dignity, if you can do it like talking to your family or, you know, sit or I tried and but failed. So, you know, I found this video. There's no need talking it out with them. So, what is another thing for protection of human dignity? That you don't hit someone under the belt, you don't insult them in family gatherings, children, you respect everyone, child, adult, or elderly, and also you don't criticize their religion or their feelings by criticizing a religion, their religion, anyone's religion, no discrimination, nothing like that, you know, insults or anything, as critical pillars for growth. And even if you have a problem with your boss, you must be able to go and talk to them and not like, come on, you know, social media now that we have and start talking against your boss. Maybe UAE would definitely not allow that, right? So you don't get into trouble with your boss. And so if someone has kicked you below the dignity level, you know, your dignity, try to strip you down. So you know, properly, like if you can avail the law here in the UAE, as well as critical pillars for growth, as critical pillars for growth. Where's my mind? Coupled with values of tolerance, respect for human rights, yeah, and good governance. The UAE established itself. You need to also be skillful to, you know, when you have to complain or you don't complain, like you try to solve, identify the problem with your boss or someone you have a difficult. They're giving you a difficult time, or you know how to talk and all this diplomacy, or if you can. But I reached a level where I couldn't think straight. They were trying to push me into mental insanity. And, you know, asphyxiations has started since I came here. I had to go emergency some 8, 9 years ago to Rashid Hospital because I couldn't breathe properly. Uh, they started to attack me. So, you know, just uphold human dignity. That's why here much importance is not given to what we would give in the West, or maybe in Pakistan, the way we were brought up, uh, to freedom of speech. And freedom of speech should not encroach upon. But let's see, I'm just talking so, but freedom, what about freedom of speech in the UAE? See, when today human rights, if the UAE has, so this means the government, us Emiratis, have to see that, you know, we, all of us responsible for this. Today, human rights in the UAE are guaranteed through equal rights before the law, non discrimination, and respect for the other. So if I see a Pakistani child working late at night, it is my responsibility to say no. A child should not be doing that. And so now I use social media, right? Because a child, it is against human, what is it against? Child labor and labor rights also. So I'm just following Baba Zayed's, what is written here. And if any of the Marathis are not doing that and they think it's not our responsibility, you're wrong. We should all be responsible for because UAE guarantees human rights through this equal rights before law, non-discrimination, and respect for the other. Meaning, I'm going to respect Indian religion, creed, race, everything, right? And will remain, or Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, Jews, Judaism also. I shouldn't be hating Jews. Guarantees. So wherever I see there's no, like there's a lapse of this equality in rights, I have to speak up as an Emirati and will remain at the center of UAE society. So as a society member, also as a member of a society in the UAE, where the individual is cared for. And if I feel I'm not being cared for, then if I'm talking about myself here and there's a lapse here, there's a lack of something like social workers and helplines and all this, then I have to speak about this, right? Because this is what UAE has guaranteed, promised us. Will remain at the center of UAE society also, where the individual is cared for and his basic needs are met. Oh, so here we have another thing. The Constitution of the UAE defines a set of social and economic rights, not only economic rights, but social rights that are the basis of a coherent and evolving welfare system. Also, welfare system, oh my God. Excuse me. Let me just get this, put this on. But I used to. It's like a table I've made. Okay, better. Uh, oh, no, you see, if I see any kind of injustice here, what are the bases of a coherent and evolving welfare system? Evolving also. Like if now today we have certain things we can afford to help out for welfare, human welfare, new ideas coming up. I can even give that. Emiratis can give this on. In the UAE, education and housing are constitutional rights. Health coverage is provided for all, and a social welfare system supports the most vulnerable citizens and residents. And if they fail to do this, then I have a right to speak here. Already know how to do. And now we should be above all this, like innovating, introducing something, facilitating more, because the UAE can afford to do this. Very exciting. Uh, what else? So, as a citizen of the UAE, I have the right to talk about this. It should be implemented sincerely and with diligence. Right? Most vulnerable. I'm in one of the vulnerable ones here. Legislation protects against discrimination and guarantees the right to life for all, I hope, even ex Muslims. The problem is my religion doesn't, and I'm the kind of person who, after all the things, crisis in my life I went through, questioned my own religion, Shia Islam. Doesn't matter. There were Sunnis who were against Shia Islam, those in Pakistan. I still had to question my religion. So what if there are enemies of Shia Islam in Islam? You know, I was just being true to myself. I don't have to be true to that. What the and to defend my religion, just defending my religion, and losing myself, my rights. So I thought my religion gives me the right to question, since it's given me the right to do research on my own and find out if my religion is true or not. That if I left it finding evidence against it, I would not be killed. I would not be enlivened. But that's not true. I found this out in year 2000, late. And that's another reason why I left it. I disagree with it. So we should also have the right to search out our truth and to live our truth in life and not be imposters, not feel like, I have to. So with the society, but also be true to yourself, right? So conforming with the society. But if something like, let's say, if you speak against a religion, your own, it doesn't mean you're disrespecting or you're destroying the public peace here. See, I'm not doing a personal this thing. Yeah, I did say personally there are times when Shias I hate you, but do you think I really hate those Shias who have, come on, I've been a Shia. And then when I find out certain things, I'll say, yeah, I hate you for this and that. But you see, this kind of hate of mine doesn't cause, I hope, like, shouldn't cause violence. Like, if you come here, talk to me. I will talk to you in a civilized manner, right? I'm not going to attack you personally and say, oh, you're Shia, you've come here. You remember that live stream of mine? I said I eat Shias. And for that, I just attack you here in my live streams, live in live chat. No, I don't do that. I give you so many times, but you're the ones who are attacking me. And when you're complicit to those Shias who come here, soft killers. I mean, in my condition, I could have died. Nervous breakdown, trauma. I should, the way my condition is, like right now, asphyxiation, not able to breathe properly. And there's someone trying to stop my breathing. And maybe it's, I have to look at this. I told my father, he said, no, I'm not coming to read what you have found on distance mind control. He didn't have the heart. But he would come to my door, bedroom door in Karachi, and he said he prayed this day outside my door, standing and this. Okay, let's see. Protects against discrimination. So this is not discrimination, what I'm doing here. As an ex-Muslim, guarantees the right of life, security, freedom of belief. Here we go. So this I was searching. Freedom of belief. So, can we leave our religion and also freedom of speech and religious practice? Oh my God. The Constitution also pays special attention to the rights of children, women, senior citizens. See, I told you, my father being the senior citizen here, one of the, now he gets free parking and all. They give him a card. They've given him a card. Persons with disabilities like me, people of determination, and other vulnerable groups. See, if you're saying that we're not allowed to talk against any country, now you see on X platform, Amjad Taha, I've seen many times against Saudi Arabia. And he even takes a picture of this person and says, this one. Oh, I really like that Saudi Arabian. I'm like shocked. What's happened? And you can read about him on X platform here. Where is it? Where's my X? From my other devices. So Amjad, I'll just show you. If you think in the UAE we're not allowed to criticize others, you're wrong. And you made me think wrong. The Islamic regime in Iran fears the unseen aircraft. Then let the unseen arrive carrying a storm of fire, says Amjad. So he's talking against the Islamic regime again. Amjad, the Islamic regime in Iran, has violated the ceasefire, launching attacks on Kuwait now. I've been watching that news on Kuwait on Facebook and Bahrain, while Hezbollah has continued its attacks against Israel. So, what exactly is President Trump waiting for? Yet the larger question remains, why is this regime still in power? Show more. Years of hesitation, weak enforcement, and reluctance by Western powers to confront Tehran have allowed it to survive and continue projecting instability across the region. And you see, who is Amjad Taha? Although he says he's an Emirati expert in strategic and political affairs, Middle East, author, analyst, and researcher, Buzaid is also his. So I'm following Buzaid on X platform. Posts reflect my views only. So you can give your views as Emirati, but he's an Emirati expert in strategic and political affairs, Middle East. So it doesn't mean that we cannot criticize a tyrant, a regime like an Islamic regime like Iran, or even our religion, when I have ample evidence against it and many problems. It's not considered insult or embarrassing. Oh, Amjad is just embarrassing the. And see, even the Saudis have not taken any uh, against him, saying, "Oh, Amjad has embarrassed our." Where was it about against Saudi Arabia? Now, when the problem started, Amjad has spoken against Saudi Arabians. Some of their where is it? It's some I don't know. Or how do I search for it so I can go quickly? Amjad against which Saudi Arabian was it? See, he's even called the Iranians Semitism. The Islamic regime in Iran must go. Sorry, I can't find the Saudi Arabian criticism. Um, it will not survive 2026. A regime built on terrorism, aggression, racism, and anti Semitism should be dismantled, not negotiated with. The world does not make peace with those who spread fear and violence. It defeats them. Hopefully, yes. I'm very passionate about it. The world should defeat them, and the world should not be complicit against fear and violence. So, why should I be complicit against Islam, which spreads fear and violence against disbelievers and even those who are invited to Islam, non Muslim, non violent? Yeah, somewhere the Shia Akam Adipuya said something else and then it's contradicted in Surah 17, Ayah 33, against apostates and disbelievers and those who are invited to Islam or refuse to come to Islam, those non Muslims who are non violent. And another ayat in the Quran. So, why can't we speak about this? Amjad Taha, you're so right. But why have, see, I would like to help you to see in Islam also, your Islam, so much fear and violence, fear to believe in this. Allah uses so much fear of hellfire, punishments in the hell. Okay, let me see if now it's recent. Anything against Saudi Arabia? Algeria's Islamist general's regime was asked by Saudi Arabia and planned to stop flights to the UAE. It is a stupid plan, presented as a favor, but Saudis paid Algeria and said it would be only a temporary act and a political move. Brother, you lost against Qatar. 13-0. Show more. You cannot win against the UAE if you are the zero in Africa. Anyhow, the UAE confirms that flights will continue during the legal notice period. God bless the Algerian people who suffer under a regime rich in oil while many of its citizens still face poverty. Algerians in our country and abroad are our brothers and sisters. Iran's Big Bang is coming soon. Zero negotiations with terrorists, Amjad Khan says. Oops, sorry, Amjad Taha. Sorry, apologies. Amjad Taha has posted this some 5 days ago. Iran's Big Bang is coming soon. Zero negotiations with terrorists. Yes, zero negotiations. Hamas and Hezbollah against how many days ago? 1 day ago. Want to know who whispers in Washington's ear on the Middle East affairs? Look at a country that has long benefited from its proximity to Iran while giving a platform to voices sympathetic to Hamas and Hezbollah. The answer is easier than many think. This one is in Arabic. So you see, in Cuba also, America would never tolerate Cuba firing drones and missiles at Washington. Trump wouldn't accept any calls for a ceasefire then. Why should Israel be expected to live under the threat of Hezbollah terrorism? And why should the Middle East be expected to coexist with the terrorism and aggression of the Islamic regime in Iran? Why should the Iranian people be forced? Also, for the Iranian people, he's spoken 1 day ago. This is 1 day ago now, again. The Iranian people. Any Shia Pakistani or anywhere else against in the UK speaking for the Iranian people against the Iranian Islamic regime. No, I don't see that. Why should the Iranian people be forced to live under a regime that has killed their children, oppressed their women, and crushed their freedoms? So we are allowed here in the UAE to have this freedom. Why should our freedom be crushed? Because religion says kill and no blasphemy. It's not about dignity, it's about our truth also, and the truth shall prevail. Truth and dignity of human being go hand in hand, should go hand in hand. Truth can never go against the dignity of a human being. And when I realized this religion is against truth, and it has given me, fed me lies, when I studied it myself, no, dignity, human dignity. And I'm human rights. So our dignity and our truth, we stand with truth, peace, dignity. You see, in all this fear, maybe I can fear in our religion, in my former religion of hell and, where the disbelievers will go, even if they haven't done anything. Like the Muslim believers are supposed to take steps to enrage the disbelievers. When I saw that ayat, where is it? Let me show you. So oh, sorry, I'll just give you, show you this through my camera, right? I'm not going to, so all this I've been reading. This is Amjad Taha. Sorry, I can't show you the previous posts that I read out of Amjad Taha. Um, oh, what is this? Amjad Taha at real Donald Trump statement included. Khashoggi was an enemy of the state and a member of the Muslim Brotherhood. Unacceptable crime. In any case, our relationship is with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They have been a great ally in our very important fight against Iran. This 20th November 18. Okay, this is long time ago. Oh, so Khashoggi was a. So the Western people are like, what is this? If I am I able to understand this? Statement included, it is included, at real Donald Trump. Khashoggi was an enemy of the state and a member of the Muslim Brotherhood. Unacceptable crime? In any case, our relationship is with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They have been a great ally in a very important fight against Iran. This is what Donald Trump has said. So, oh, I can't find. Wait a minute, I still can't find. I found one against Saudi Arabia and on Algeria. Let me see. Let me check also. I did. I think I shared this, right? No, no. I don't share because the two brothers going against each other, and this Saudi Arabian human rights. I really thought he was. I really admired him for his peaceful ways. Saudi Arabia has banned Muslim Brotherhood, right? So who spoke against it? Oh, this one. Oh, okay. Saudi warns of Qatar Muslim Brotherhood alliance. Let me just show you here this one. Okay, or through the camera. And now Amjad, sorry, excuse me, it's Amjad Taha has spoken against this person, a Saudi speaker. Oh, so so yeah, this let the brothers solve the recent problems they've had, UAE, and we deport Islamists. Oh, here's Amjad Taha again. But would you deport? Would you kill an ex-Muslim who is helping the UAE? No, you wouldn't, right? Think about it. Who wants to help out? Okay, I've got my faults. I've got my, uh, when someone now acts rude with me here, I give galis, abuse. I apologize for that, but to others, but not to that person. No, I'm sorry. I can't take it. And so once the Saudi, him and Amjad Taha were together on against Muslim Brotherhood, oh, and today they're not. So, and both are brothers, very good, very well spoken, um, peacefully, and so it was so sad to see. Now let's see what else is there. So you see, now 4 male witnesses necessary to prove adult male, yeah, to necessary to prove rape in Pakistan for sure. That's what they. Sorry, this is a disaster. It's been a disaster against human rights. That's why has Asma Jahangir spoken, advocated aggressively even against this. Because you can't be soft and say, please, please change. Can't you see Allah being nice on Facebook, like on the sidelines, like me in the beginning? But Pakistan is wrong. Surah Yusuf ayats. Oh, listen. When these when they didn't even listen to Asma Jahangir. And is the sound coming? Oh, I didn't check the sound. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness, the UAE constitution defines. So I only follow what is written here, right? And so when there are actions here, as a responsible, first human being, and then a vulnerable people of determination, citizen of UAE. I have to speak against this using social media. Those times are gone when against UAE they were saying this is a sheikhdom, you can't speak against, you can't criticize a country or its actions and this and that. Those days, those false rumors are gone. Those days are gone. Oh, whose song was this? Sorry, I just remembered the song. Those days hurt my heart, falling. Those days. Lying, waiting for the day to break. Break. Lyrics. Elkie Brooks, waiting for you to bring me down. Those days are gone. No more the nights lying awake, crying and waiting for the day to break. No more. No more the fool waiting for you. Just when I stayed around, when all I found was heartache, I believed your every word, didn't know the hurt and pain that you'd make. But why did it take so long? Alas, now I've seen the light. I found the heart to say, no more the fool who waits around, waiting for you to bring me down. Those days are gone now. No more the nights lying awake, crying and waiting for the day to break. No more the sound as my dreams fall and hit the ground while I wait around. No more the fool coming to you for reconciliation. You thought I'd break, then you were wrong, that I won't see what's going on. But I knew, here I am. I'm alive, and you'll see I'll survive without you. And I won't be the one who comes running. It ain't like it used to be. It's your turn to run to me. No more the fool, miss. No more the fool. Narcissists. What heartaches. All the nights I waited for you. I waited for a sign that you would stay, you would come back. But it's so clear you didn't care at all. No more the fool. No more the fool who waits for her teacher. No more the fool. No more the clown. No more the sight, no more the sound as my dreams fall and hit the ground, or my heart falls and hits the ground. No more the fool. So here I am. Stop this. Oh, people. Oh, humanity. You have the chance. Reach out. And who are coming here? reach out. Now we have social media. And you may be wondering whether I'm one of those narcissists who likes to call myself a victim or like self pity and attention. You may have wondered about that. Uh, I cannot give you the evidence otherwise. If you have found your evidence, you don't want to reach out, you don't have to reach out to me. Right? I don't want you to look at me in that confused sight, but there will be someone who knows me, who has known me, and knows I don't play the victim. There are two sides of these narcissists. One of them want attention, the other one's like through by hurting someone or by playing the victim. And I've seen, you see, and another point comes up that I think Prophet Muhammad and his progeny, they were the narcissists who played the victim, who turned it around. I could see that. So no more crying for Bibi Zainab. But, for Zainab bin Josh, yes. For Safiya bint Huyay, yes. For, oh, what has Prophet Muhammad called her? Others from her tribe? She devil, screaming. Bilal brought her from, I read that. Goodness. So how they turned it around. So this is what the narcissists do. As if they like to play the victim, oh, I'm the one who suffered so much. Uh, but I'm not saying I'm the one who suffered. But yeah, they could also say, yeah, I'm the one who suffered, like one of the others or others who suffered. And I'm making a noise and thinking that the how the Jews survived the Holocaust and never made a sound. But they built themselves and they were like that. I wish I could build myself. But where did I really lose? The way I lost it. Maybe again, you could think maybe the heart. I took the heart's way because I'm a like maybe I'm a child of the heart, or I took the heart's way, and I lost in every relationship that. But I really love truly. I really did love the person as I love myself. So there's no crime in loving yourself. But Whitney Houston's song, when that came up, the greatest love is to love yourself. So, anyways, I mean, I'm sorry, but when before the song even came out, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You? You may be able to come out of your grief and live without the person you loved. I was not able to at that time. But then God gave me a miracle, and thank God at the end of 1989, I really thank God, and I was so grateful to God. And I wanted to make my life now without my teacher. Um, so I wasn't like searching for another victim to make, you know, to get possessive and obsessed with. No, 1989. But so I begged Bibi Mariam, and when the principal came in my sight, and my heart was going out to her, and I was like, no, 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 don't even think, don't even dream about it. And then I told myself, okay, unconditional love. If your heart is pulling you towards her, there was a friction of to love or not to love. And I decided unconditional love, but that my desires would be in the dicky of the car. That's like way behind the back seat. So I don't know why. There are people who are suffering or have suffered more than me, but they have gone on. But I'm sorry, I can't go on without my loved one, especially uh, like that. And in my teenage years, I've written in this school, uh, uh, my notebook. It is the heart that works. It is my heart. So if your mind is the one who works, which works, but I saw that it is the heart, my heart, that works. So I do things when I love something effortlessly. I can do it. But, I could be one of those who can die for love or die losing someone or one I love or separating. So that's me. I'm sorry. But shouldn't say I'm sorry, right? That's just me. I, if I try to change that, I have tried, it doesn't work for me. So if you can go on, great. I'm not criticizing you, but I don't understand the people who criticize me for not being able to go on without my loved one. I just don't have it in my system. I don't have it. Oh God, I think the drop of tea. God, I should make tea, but let's see at what time. Okay, do you see how many problems with this religion? That was my former religion, and now I see sometimes the absurdity, and it makes me really crack up and angry. Oh, and who said, "Oh my God, these whoever these Muslims who come here, where is Lewis? Lewis who Hughes? Lewis, his recent post on anger. Lewis Hughes. Oh, sorry, it's House. Oh, sorry, my high school sports teacher's name, Mr. Hughes. Lewis House, not Hughes. Sorry, Lewis. So going to his channel about anger, he's posted. He's a wonderful man. Wonderful. Uh, was it? Stop allowing people to show you twice what they've already shown you once. Yes, Lewis House, you're so right about this, but my heart is, I allow people out of politeness or goodness, stupidity, my side. Listen to your anger. It is often the first part of you to realize you deserve better. Anger is the part of yourself that loves you the most. It knows when you are being mistreated, neglected, disrespected. It signals that you have to take a step out of a place that doesn't do you justice. It makes you aware that you need to leave a room, a job, a relationship, old patterns that don't work for you anymore, or even a country, right? Learn to listen to your anger and make it your best friend. Then it'll leave. So I just don't understand. Oh, I don't know how it's coming on the screen right now, but this is the one. Learn to listen to your anger and make it your best friend. Then it'll leave. Thank you so much. This is the best advice someone could give, really, to me. Or thank you, Lewis House. Otherwise, the people, don't get, are you getting you're frustrated, you mad, angry old woman. So, what shall we do with this? Means these people, they hate others and they want us to hate others and hate ourselves also. Those who don't understand. See how superficial these people are who come here and say, you get mad, you will hurt your heart. You have high BP, you will have. What are you doing? But now they've gone to America and learned American accent. Studied in America, Pakistani, Indian, Muslims, or even Arab Muslims, Iraqi, and God knows who, African Muslims. Who are these people? Indian Muslims. Where you get your high BP? Australian Muslim. To die, you should not. Like, sorry, excuse me. You should not get. I don't know the Australian accent. This means these Muslims who come here and criticize my anger. You see, that means that I really love the people. I want you to love yourselves. And when you love yourselves, you would truly love yourselves. You don't truly love yourselves. You hate yourselves. Or you are selfishly lusting. It's not love then. If you can't get angry at the injustices that are happening and how rude you are here, how unjust, then you don't have a right to be called human being. There's this. I get this from. What is it like? It's an organization. Uh, what's what's being human? I wonder if it's on YouTube. This organization I've subscribed to, and they send me emails. What's being human? I don't know if the organization is here. Members. Yeah, I get emails from them. What's being human? I can't find it. Sorry, ambulance or police. Sound. Hope everything is okay. So please, what? I mean, how could these people keep coming here? There's so many problems, and how long are you going to take this? There was this, if I can find it in Pakistan, I found it on YouTube. Parliament, Parliament में क्या था? This lady हमारे हुजूर ने हमें पाकिस्तान नफरतें नहीं सिखाई. How many years हो गए हैं? Basic necessities से हम who was that lady? MQM की थी. I think she was the uh, lady MQM. चीफ जस्टिस से बात कर रही थी. In the National Assembly, what do you call it? Parliament नहीं कहते हैं. National Assembly. He was an MQM member. हमारे हुजूर ने हमें नफरतें नहीं सिखाई हैं. Here it is. MQM MNA Fawzia Ejaz Khan. Speech in National Assembly. National Assembly. Yeah, this one. You know what she says? Oh my God. Like, she's right. How many years of mine have passed, she says. Yeah, Mila. Each. How many years more? Assembly. Fawzia Ejaz. Taking an oath in the National Assembly. Oh, if it really. There's my. Uh, okay, the contents. It's in Hindi, Sanskrit, Devanagari. What do you call it? So let's just see. So, how many were trying to make this world a better place? And to see these people coming and being so rude to me, no support, like I was telling my father, need support. So please reach out. I haven't played this yet. Oh, sorry, excuse me, not this. Where's the. So please, empaths, right? Please reach out. How else can I? But if this keeps going on against me, after all, you know, they don't realize, and I don't realize why. I may realize, but I can't take it. Maybe uh, I can't take these people. Uh, Maybe there was a seed in me that destroying me. Asphyxiation again. Sorry, I have to take a break. I can't. So I did this not for hatred. Yeah, I did this not to be rude. In fact, just the contrary, to be to make this life beautiful, better for people. I don't, my principal, this long time ago when it was raining, St. Joseph's College, Karachi. Uh, so, that reminds me of art song, art rock band. What is it? Your voice. Oh, sorry, this is Spotify. I thought this was. Where are the lyrics of this? Oh no, your voice. Okay, let me just. Your. No, no. Your voice or you are the voice? No, your voice. By heart. Lyrics. Oh, I hope I'm not compromising my emails. We have a chance to turn the pages over. We can write what we want to write. We got to make ends meet before we can get much older. We're all someone's daughter. We're all someone's son. How long can we look at each other down the barrel of a gun? You're the voice. You are actually. You are the voice. Meaning, you're the voice. Try and understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. Oh, whoa. We're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live with fear. It's time. Isn't it high time? It's time, we all should stand together. We got the power to be powerful, and we believe it. And believe it, we all could make it better. Do you believe we can make it better? We're all someone's daughter. We're all someone's son. Now some of you have become mothers, have come in your 50s. So how long have I been doing this and how long have you been helping? And Asma Jahangir and Yasmin Hassan, when she was 17 years old, our mentor being Asma Jahangir. How long can we look at each other down the barrel of a gun? You're the voice. Try and understand it. And understand your voice and try to understand. I mean, the depth in this? Make a noise and make it clear. Oh, oh, we're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live with fear. Oh, let them think we're crazy. Well, what do they know? What's that song? Let them think we're crazy. Let them think, take my, acha, acha. What do they know? What's that song? Let the world fall apart. I've forgotten. Let them think we're crazy. What do they know? They only know violence, rudeness. Nothing's going to stop us now. Starship. This world that I found is too good to be true. I see a paradise looking in your eyes. Sorry, I'm not standing here beside you. Let them think we're crazy. I don't care about that. Or what do they know? Okay. I don't care about that, right? Why should you care? Why am I caring about that? Put your hand, put your hand in my hand. Don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart then because, we can't do anything to save the world. If you and I can put our hands together, hold out your hand in love, give it to each other. Give it to me here. We make a circle. Let the world around us just fall apart. These are people of cruelty. We can make it if we're heart to heart. So, excuse me. So, I'm a heart person. So, when will we become heart to heart? When will we value the heart? Please, excuse me. Tell me, please tell me, who values the heart? The mind has its place, the heart its place. But we cannot trample upon our hearts because of our minds. Shouldn't do that. The heart doesn't. Can we build this dream together, standing strong forever? And this world runs out of lovers. We'll still have each other. Nothing's going to stop us now. Let them say we're crazy. What do they know? Yeah, here they say, Starship, what do they know? Put your arms around me. Don't ever let go. Come on, humanity. Let the world around us just fall apart. So we're making the world of empaths rise like this, and the heart, the world of hearts. The world belongs to the heart, people. This world is so beautiful, trustworthy, loving, all love, all good, all caring, all trustworthy, all reaching out. There should be no pause. So why don't we stop the injustices? Why don't you join me? Uh, are you waiting that they pull me down? Of course, I'm going to let them, because you know why? I don't know how I let them deceive and pull me down. Because you, the other you who is but you are, you don't have to be the other, right? Sorry. How should I say it? You are me in one heart, one world. Bob Marley. So as they are showing they're the other, you come and help me. I'm waiting for the good people. And you're watching this. If you're watching this, people, there are how many subscribers now on my channel? Even though I don't give prior notice, how come the rude people manage to come here and you don't? When you're supporting me on my channel, you've subscribed to my channel. Now we have it's on our phones, not only on computers. You see someone teasing, why don't you reach out? Someone harassing sexually, being rude, why don't you say stop it? Why don't you help me? Alone, I don't think we can do it, right? Karate Kid, he needed a master. And I wish I could master my feelings, but I haven't been able to. And I say I haven't been able to. Okay, Master Shah, I found Dr. Master Shah. And I thought, yeah, I've come back to like, you can't fight like violence with violence, even on the spiritual level. So cover yourself with love. But see the energy they've put here? Now it's squeezing my heart, middle of my heart, here, my chest, right? And I can't feel the love. All I, they, so this enemy of mine, they've got some metaphysical powers, like shaitan, satanic powers, right? And I'm shocked at how this satanic power can win. When my mother used to say in Irani, there's a saying or a proverb or what they say. How they say it? How do you say it? Maxim or what? How do you say it? That love is above magic, black magic. So I loved two women, right? I mean, like a family member, and not physically. Like affection was there, but not in that sense, right? And like, what was I now? I've lost my. So how come the enemy got in, ruined my relationship? Huh? I'm shocked at that. We can make it if we're heart to heart. Come on, you know what paradise is. Do you need someone to tell you what paradise is? Even with the cultural relativity, every cultural person will love it, right? And it doesn't have that universal. You think paradise doesn't have the universal appeal? Build this dream together, standing strong forever. What's your dream? What's your dream? What is your verse going to be? Dead Poet Society. Huh? My uh, what did Maya Angelou write? What did she write? Even if the world runs out, okay. She writes that who sustains me? Who sustains me? Let's see. Who sustains? Gotta cut my nails. Quote from Angelo Maya. Maya, sorry, Angela Maya. I sustain myself with the love of family. With the love of family. Aren't we family? Humanity, aren't we extended family? Right? So, this I remember I found when I was in Karachi many years back. I sustain myself with the love of family. And just imagine if this love fell apart and she found out that there are narcissists in a family. Oh, and her mother was like this, or her father was a narcissist, or her siblings, or what. She would have fallen apart. And so, oh, we could now someone, oh, she was, that's such a stupid thing to say, or I'm not going to help her out, or I'm not going to go and say, I'm your family, Angela. Angela, I'm your family. I love you. Mel Robbins is there to say that. How many others, tarot card readers have said, why not? Instead of criticizing her that you're so stupid to say I sustain myself and that Allah doesn't sustain her, God doesn't sustain her, Jesus doesn't sustain her, but she's saying my with the love of my family. Or the love of my friends, I say, or the love of my beloveds sustain me. Instead of criticizing her in times of distress, she believed. I also believed in love. Instead of criticizing, reach out. Now, you see, I have to criticize this religion. It's a religion that can be criticized. But here, in this condition, if her family, she finds out one day getting up that she was wrong, how many people will criticize her and not help her out? Now, reach out to her and say, Angela, Maya, I'm your family. Take me as your family. You are family to me. So, what I've seen is devastating here. The good ones are not giving me any feedback much. Where are the good ones? Where are you Americans? Where are you Europeans, Britishers, Australians, New Zealanders, Africans? Forget India and Pakistan. Okay, if remembering Pakistan, ex-Muslim, ex-Muslims from Pakistan, Adam Seeker. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, that it's a good one. Hangout with Malik. Thank God I found this new hangout. He doesn't call himself an ex-Muslim. He calls himself a skeptic. I respect that, but I'm not going to criticize that. I hope he doesn't criticize my calling myself an ex-Muslim. And we've got a Pakistani who is an ex-Muslim, and now he's shown his face also. What a brave, courageous man. So last night or so, I put the notification for this, but where are you ex-Muslim Pakistanis? Oh, and this one beautiful lady, really, she's a Ahmadi. I think she's an ex-Muslim. He, let's see this, Awais Iqbal or, uh, oh, this one. Feminism, Women Rights and Islam. Hang out with Malik. Oh, I'm supposed to watch this later, the whole thing. Sorry, I haven't. This was, something came up that day, and yeah, this one, right? I've forgotten this lady's name. She's a doctor and she's abroad. So, no, no, I know some of you Pakistanis are great and you're with me, right? It just hurts me to see these people who come here and what's like Suhail Ali and uh, you can't. How many are you going to, try to destroy? Suhail Ali type Muslims. Yeah, but I'm sorry, even if you come here and help me, that would be, I would really appreciate it, but I have to tell you something. This, I don't get rest inside of me. And so a little bit now, the harassment, I start abusing because some damaged. I wish I didn't have to say this. I hope I can recuperate. There's still that thing of recoup. And another thing is my principal, the one I didn't tell her, I didn't want to tell her. Maybe it would come as a burden that I can't live without. So to her, I mean, I didn't want to trouble her. So I thought, let me see how long maybe God's miracle will come again, like it came for my previous teacher for me, separated from us. I tried to avoid telling her how much she meant to me. Or maybe like I put my, but I put my trust in God, right? He can, the miracle, He can take you out of hell's despair and restlessness and agony. It shukre khuda karta. Yak rose. Only one day, maybe even one moment. Rafti to Azyada. Her thoughts were not going from my mind. She was living in my teacher. The moment I joined St. Joseph's College, God gave me such a miracle, and I Rafti to Azyada. So it takes only one. I have experienced it. It takes, the point is, it takes only one moment for a person you believed you for 6 years or 5.5 years. I can't go on without this person. And psychologists are saying, say can, say yes, I can. I said, no, no, I cannot. I'm saying what I feel. I'm saying the truth. And the psychologist said, role play then, as if you can live without, as if you are happy without this person. I could, all that, anyhow. So, but God can, it takes God a moment to take you out of that 5.5 years of hell, which seemed like 1,000 years, really. And it's gone. Boom, disappeared. All that pain. It's like, oh my God, what? Of course, I started to believe in God again, like very strongly. But the thing was that, what? All that hell I went through, and now I don't need her? I don't want her? Miracle. But why all that hell I went through? And I couldn't bring myself out of it. Even therapy couldn't, every day with two doctors or three. Although it's not good to go to two different psychologists in one day. Or even like, my one psychologist was fighting with my other psychologist. Uh, no, no, she's only one at a time. So God made the miracle come true. But then, what am I trying to tell you? That I tried my best. I couldn't let go of my teacher. So it's not our own effort, right? Sometimes it's like we need grace from God. Also that. So if you come here, I really appreciate it. You might not, but for the time being, like Hanif Khan did, save my life from that Suhail Ali's sexual harassment. But he got that death threat, yeah. So, and he hasn't been stopped. He's been coming on Suhail ex-Muslim's channel, live stream, and ex-Muslim Sophia ex-Muslim's channel, live stream. Where is Hanif Khan? So safety, yeah, your safety matters more than, just saving me from these sexual harassers and harassments and all that. I don't want, I'll be worried about. Uh, Sorry, excuse me, I think I should go now and make tea. How much time now? I'm talking alone. sending a message out to you people. Please take action. Please reach out. There's nothing wrong. Uh, Even disbelievers who do good deeds there. I mean, what is wrong with this? A lot of things wrong with Islam and religions, but now I'm on Islam, right? He's, and sorry, no, I don't think Christianity is as bad as Islam in violence and all this, right? Please. So disbelievers, at least they're left alone. If they're not Christians, the missionary work is done. But I don't think they're supposed to. I don't believe that in Christianity you're supposed to hurt anyone who says, I don't want to believe in Jesus Christ, F Jesus Christ, right? If they come and they say, F Jesus Christ, it's not like they're going to kill them. Or, I don't believe in Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was um, not a true Messiah. I'm sorry. Even saying that in Islam in this way, like, look at this. How many of you Muslims really understand what this ayat means, right? Ooh, where is it? Where's that ayat that I gave Maududis? And I was like, oh my God. Invite to Islam those who deny the truth are the most unjust people, are the most unjust. Disbelievers who deny. So you go and you invite them. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Who is more unjust than one who invents about Allah untruth? Invents about Allah untruth while he is being invited to Islam. And if you read Maududi's tafsir, you see here is blasphemy. I read Maududi's tafsir on this ayat, Surah 61, ayat 7, and I said, here is blasphemy. Blasphemy right there by non-Muslims or disbelievers being invited to Islam. I mean, this doesn't make sense. What kind of a religion is this? So we thought, oh, this is the religion. Yeah, this is the truth. So you have given, you are unjust. Just let them go, disassociate. Shias, disassociate. And our ulamas are supposed to invite to Islam, right? Not every common Shia person. What? Aka Medipuya in Surah Mumtahana ayat says for Surah Mumtahana ayat, the non-violent non-Muslims are not supposed to hurt. Aka Medipuya, oh, you're supposed to leave them alone, like, no. But has Aka Medipuya missed this eye in rage? They don't take steps to enrage the disbelievers. No, Surah 9, ayat 120, I keep forgetting why. How come? That's because neither thirst nor toil nor hunger afflicted them in the way of Allah, nor step they any step, nor take they any step that angereth the disbelievers. So, oh, you believers, you're supposed to take steps to anger the disbelievers. What a peaceful religion for the it's peace. It has to be peaceful for all, right? Not only for the believers, for God's sakes. Then what is wrong with then it means that this is not a peaceful religion. What do you mean by it's a peaceful religion? That a believer is supposed to take steps, nor do they tread on any ground that enrages the disbeliever. Enrages means really, really makes the disbelievers angry. And you believers are supposed to do this. So has Akamedi Puya forgotten Surah 9 ayat 120? Oh, we don't kill. We're not supposed to go after these disbelievers and kill them. Huh? Let me show you multilingual where Akamedi Puya has said multilingual Quran. My eyelashes are falling off the one I just. Surah Mumtahana. The woman tested. Is it this one? Yes. Where does he say that? I think here somewhere. I can't find it. Uh, Islam enjoins kindness, fair play, and justice to non-violent non-Muslims, meaning disbelievers, right? Surah Mumtahana at 8. Allah does not forbid you respecting those who have not made war against you, right? On account of your religion. Only that. Not because they hate you, they come after you, they want to have war with you, battle. No, it's because of your religion, they're fighting you. Oh my God, what if they're fighting you with like this, like I'm doing? I haven't made war against you on account of your religion, yeah. But you see, I haven't made war against you on account of your religion and have not driven you from your homes. That you show them kindness and deal with them justly. Surely Allah loves the doers of justice. Did Aka Medipuya? So what does Aka Medipuya said here? Aka Medipuya says, fairness and equity are made obligatory in dealing with every creature of Allah, whatever his beliefs. Whatever his beliefs. So disbelievers too, right? Dealing with every creature of Allah with fairness and equity, whatever his beliefs may be, unless they exceed all bounds. Oh, so this is wrong, right? And come out to destroy the faith and the faithful. Come out to destroy not only the faith, but the faithful too, right? And then he says, Akamedipuya, the Shia commentator, exegete, Islam enjoins kindness, fair play, and justice to non-violent non-Muslims. See for yourself, what does this non-Muslims mean? Disbelievers, right? And now you're convinced. Shias are convinced. Moreover, if Sunnis read this, they would also be convinced that Islam is about peace, be kindness, enjoin kindness. Always, always, always fair play and justice to non-violent non-Muslims, meaning disbelievers, non-violent disbelievers. How come Edipuya? Surah 9, ayat 120. See how they've turned it around. And moreover, what they've said. It's a contradiction here, right? You're believers of this ayat means they not taking any steps to anger the disbelievers, these ones. Not it was for the people of Medina and who were around them, of the Bedouin Arabs. They're called Al Arabi. They're not called Badus. Oh my goodness. Khalid, Khalid song, Al Arabi. Good God. Okay, of the Bedouins of Al Arabi, that they remain. So the Arabs were called Bedouins. Anyhow, that they remain behind after the messenger, right? So these are the ones who preferred their lives over the lives of the messenger of Allah, didn't protect him, didn't go with him. So they do not inflict on an enemy an infliction except it is for them record whatever. And they step any step that angers the disbelievers. So now, how would you read it? You're reading it because you've read that. How would you read it? Would you read it rightly or wrongly, or as it is written here? You would also take and were they inflict on an enemy every. So it's the battle. It's in the battlefield. Disbeliever enemy in the battlefield and infliction, except is recorded for them. Right? You're not reading this properly then if you just read this that you're not taking any step in the battlefield against the disbelievers because it would contradict also what Allah meant in Surah Mumtahana ayat 8. Not only how Aka Medipuya, the Shia exegete, has put it, but it would contradict, explaining to you that you're not supposed to take, you're supposed to be fair, just, equitable, enjoying fairness, this, that, kindness to the non believers, non violent. This part doesn't mean that you're supposed to be in the battlefield with the enemy inflicting, except inflicting an infliction on them. This part of the ayat means taking that you don't even take any step that angers the disbelievers, not in battle. Like Aka Medipuya may like to put about this verse. Oh my God. So me versus even Aka Medipuya on this verse, Surah Tawbah 120. Let's go there. Multilingual Quran again. 120. Again, the reference is that of Tabuk, but the lesson is general. Okay, it's a general lesson. Thank God Aka Medipuya put it like this about the Surah, right? 9 ayat 120. So the lesson is general. So generally you wouldn't, you're asked, believers are asked, they wouldn't, but believers would have to, nor do they tread a path which enrages the unbelievers, not the path of the battle in the battlefield. You got it? So thank God Aka Medipuya put it like this. Again, the reference is that of the book, but the lesson is general. The Muslims must not hold their own interests or lives dearer than the Holy Prophet, nor desert him in the hour of danger. Refer to the commentary and verses. Know about these deserted the Holy Prophet in the battlefields. Now there was not even a okay. They deserted. You would say, oh, it was in the battlefield. No, this part is not of the battlefield, although they deserted the Holy Prophet in the battlefield in these verses that Aka Medipuya has given, right? And to know when they deserted the Holy Prophet in the battlefields. But this part of the ayat, nor do they tread a path which enrages the unbelievers, is not in the battlefield. This could be in the, nor do they attain from the enemy what they attain. Huh? Oh, it's not in. Um, Shakir has put it like this. Nor the, and the others have put inflict. God. But this part is not in the battlefield. Like you're supposed to take steps to enrage wherever the disbelievers are, not in the battlefield, wherever the disbelievers are. Nor do they tread a path which enrages the unbelievers. Huh? So see, if you take another ayat, it might help you. Like, treading on land that is not even yours, and you'll get it. Surah 33 ayat. Treading on land, and he calls Surah 33 ayat 27, right? So look here, look at this ayat. And he caused you to inherit their land and their homes and their properties, the Confederates, and a land which you have not stepped upon. He caused you to inherit the land you have not stepped upon. Why? It could be someone else's land. Why should you inherit this land also? Maybe they don't want to fight you, like the Persians or something. Like you go to Persia, you tread on their land. God says He caused you to inherit the land which you have not even trodden on. What does this mean? So maybe this part will help you in what's going on here. Or the pop up. Okay. Then we go back here. And they step. So believers are supposed to take steps to anger the disbelievers. Not in battle, anywhere. The disbelievers are. If you're going to tell me that God means in the battlefield, He hasn't written in the battlefield. So you can't read God's mind. You shouldn't. And you shouldn't follow conjecture, guesswork. You're supposed to be very sure that God is saying what you're telling me. It's obscure. At least say that, yes, maybe it's obscure. You'd don't put words in Allah's mouth. Okay? So this, and I think we should end the live stream now. Thank you so much. Anyone saying anything? No. So don't put words in, or show me another ayat. Oh, you're going to show me Surah Mumtahaya. But the ayat you show me, right? I can put it as contradiction. to this ayat, Surah 9, ayat 120. But you cannot for sure tell me that Allah here means in the battlefield. No. Okay? This is what it is. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Really appreciate it. Um, I leave you now.